again, and now we're moving on to the next step of my makeup tutorial, which is amputee makeup, and I'm going to show you guys how I do eyes and lips, which is pretty simple. I just go with the basic gloss, but people are always really interested in how I do mascara and eyeliner and all that, so you're about to find out. So today I'm going to do some neutrals for my eyes. So I'm going to use this Smoky Eye Palette that my grandmother got me for Christmas. Thanks, Mom Pam. And I really love this palette, so I'm just snapping it open right there. And then there's two main brushes that I use when I do eye makeup. I really love learning about the finger brush. This is a great brush. It's got really short little bristles there, and I just find that it holds the powder better and applies more to my lids, whereas some of the longer brushes I feel like I'm losing a lot of powder. So I'm gonna start out with doing some lighter highlighting notes. So I'm just gonna dip in color Sugar. And I'm going to put that in kind of the corner of my eye to brighten that up, and also just under my lash line. And I'm even going to go slightly under my eye. A little bit more for the other eye. Again, under the lash line, in the corner, under. Let's see, then I think I'm going to go with another kind of light color. I'm going to do a little bit of this Talented with a little bit of this kind of golden colored Celestial, so it's a sort of golden brown nude, and I'm just going to color everything else in with that, kind of getting the outer part of my eye and in between the crease and that highlighter on the lash line. Just to kind of even things out with a nice nude tone. It's got a little shimmer. The party tonight. And then on the other side. Just checking to make sure it's even. Okay. And then I'm going to just blend all this in. So I'm going to use a different brush with some longer bristles that I'm kind of using as a blender. And I'm just going to go over the top of everything. So it's not too much. Just blending it in there. And then I'm going to use the short part of this brush, which is just a little bit skinnier than that finger brush, a little bit more precise, to do my crease. And I'm going to use this dark color called Vibes. It's just a dark brown. I always get scared doing my crease, so I don't want it to look like too much. So I'm just going to take that and trace the crease right there on both sides. And then I'm going to use the blender side again, and I'm just going to blend that in so it's not quite so harsh. And I'm kind of blending it both up and down in the corner, and then in a circular motion above the lid to create a nice crease. On that side, and then on this side. I'm taking it upward, which will go along with my eyeliner. I'll do in a moment. And then I'll just use actually my arm just to kind of blend it a little bit more. Get any residual off the sides there, which I might go over with a little bit more highlighter and powder afterwards to collect any fallout. I'm actually going to take my finger brush again because some of that dark crease color got a little too far up for my eyebrow, and so I'm just going to go back over that brow line with the Sugar. Good. Bring it down here. And I'm pretty happy with that. So next step, which was the hardest for me to get as an amputee, is eyeliner. It took me a long time to figure this out. You may have noticed already that I have permanent eyeliner very slightly above my lashes, but I want to go a little bit more dramatic tonight, and so I'm going to use what I found I really love is, who even makes this? Kat Von D. It's a tattoo liner and the color is called Trooper. I love it. It's like a felt tip, and I don't know, just the size of the pen or something works really well for me. So this is definitely a moment of extreme focus, so I'm probably going to contort my face a little bit. And I'm not even going to talk while I'm doing this, so you'll just have to watch closely. So I don't know if I can explain how I just did that, but I did. And so now the other side. And of course the hard part is getting them even. And then I'll throw a little wing on the end. And then at some point you just have to stop before it gets too out of control. All right, so that is the liquid eyeliner on top. And I use a different liner for the bottom under my lash line. And I'm actually gonna do a navy there. And this is a Seraphim product. And I always like to do my liner on the wet part of my eyelid. Everybody's different. I find it looks best on me. I like a navy on the bottom because it's not too intense, just a little bit of line on the bottom there. All right, and then I'll just use a Q-tip over here to kind of go around the eyes to correct anything that got out of place, catch any fallout. All right. So I'm just, like I said earlier, I'm just gonna go back over that area around my eyes with a little bit of powder. Also here. Wipe away any fallout. And then I'm going to go back over it also with a little bit of highlighter. All right. So next step is mascara. I swear by Urban Decay Subversion and Perversion, which is a primer and a top coat. So starting with the primer. Got a little clump there, so I'm going to use my Q-tip to wipe that up. Hair in my eye. This fan going crazy over here, but it's like 80 degrees in February in Georgia, so. So I love this stuff. It really lengthens before you start putting the top coat on. All right. And then the other eye. Do one more coat on that eye. And then I'm just gonna let that set. Actually, I'm gonna do a little bit more on the first eye because I'm noticing it's a little uneven, and then I'll let it set before I do the top coat. Seems a little bit more even. So while that sets, I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips, which I'm not wearing this outfit tonight. I'll be wearing something different, and I think I wanna go kind of dramatic with this like dark purple, and then I'll do a little bit of pink on top to soften it up. Gonna do a little dark purple gloss. And I almost lined my lips with it. And then I'm rubbing it in. And I'm gonna do the pink more so in the middle, which will just create a little bit of an illusion of a fuller pout. And blend that in a little bit. So there we have the lips. Pretty simple. I don't do a whole lot of lip stuff usually. In fact, normally I just do a really light gloss. And now we'll go to the mascara Perversion by Urban Decay. And I added some to this eye at the very end, so I'm going to start with this eye. And I normally only do my top lashes, unless I go really extravagant. So normally I only do the bottoms if I'm wearing strip lashes on top. So I'll do 2 coats on each, but I'm gonna let that side set before I do a second coat. And you have to hold your mouth in this really specific position or else it doesn't work. And I mess up a lot in getting mascara all over my eyes when I do this, but I just don't worry about it because I can clean it all up with a Q-tip and put more shadow on where it got taken off if I need to. It's just something I've accepted. So going back over the first eye. And then do another coat on the second eye before I go in for cleanup. So that is the mascara, and now I'm going to grab a fresh Q-tip and I just wet it with a little saliva. And then I just put pressure and spin. That keeps the mascara from spreading. And don't want to get it over here, so I put a different part down. Kind of rub that out. Good, and then I'm just going to grab my palette again so I can fix where I just wiped off some of that shadow. I'm not going to use my finger brush. I'm just going to kind of wipe that off and grab a little bit more sugar to fill in right there in the corner. Add a little bit more to the other side. I'll even go kind of underneath. Let's see. I kind of want to blend that in a little bit more, so I'll wipe off some of the shadow and then kind of go in and blend it. And a couple of my lashes just stuck together while I was doing that, so I'm going to grab my Perversion again and kind of use the mascara brush to wiggle those free. That's better. So there you go. Face, eyes, and lips with no hands, and I'll be doing my hair next, so check out the next video.